The new moon at 12 degrees Pisces on March the 3rd is not like any we've seen in a long time. We've had either Uranus, Pluto or Saturn, the power planets, involved in almost every moon phase of 2021, charging up dissent, dismantling top-down authority structures, closing borders and calling out the old normal as done. The North Node has just spent 18 months in Gemini, reshaping the way we work, study, trade and communicate through social media and electronic communication. The Sag South Node dragged out a clash between truth, belief and freedom of speech. The revolution is here and new voices like Grace Tame and Brittany Higgins are rising up through the rubble and challenging the lie behind the way it's always been done. Neptune and Pallas have been active, showing up all through the Australian war crimes defamation case. And the last moon phase was explosive, with the code of silence broken by SAS soldiers testifying against highly decorated military leader Ben Roberts-Smith. In a seemingly untouchable system, the boys' club culture and toxic masculinity are being held into account. At the start of Feb, after being actively engaged for 3 months, Sedna, Ceres and the North Node peaked in their slow game of catch-up, sinking in with extreme weather, a global supply and transport crisis, and even the tsunami on Tonga that wiped out communications and destroyed homes. But here with the Pisces new moon, it's a different story altogether. The waters are calm, harmony peaks out, and the tension lifts or evaporates into bundles of concentrated activity. Have a look at the chart. All the planet bodies are travelling direct. There's only one point of tension, and these guys are moving on from it already. Good news for Ukraine and NATO in the Russian provocation at the border. It shows the tension is evaporating. The pattern of this chart is called a locomotion. See, it's like a train with linking carriages. At the front of the train, the engine is the dwarf planet Ceres, with Sedna and the North Node tucked in behind like backseat drivers. This gives a picture of new creations starting to gather momentum and get traction. The revolution is evolution. Everyone in this chart is bunched in huddles, but with the blue lines, that means they're working with each other, if from separate corners. Here's the Sun, Moon and Jupiter together in Pisces, with Neptune not too far off it. This is a beautiful combo. It marks this moon phase with an uplifting sensitivity, kindness and a gentle optimism. In astrology, conjunctions happen when different planetary energies are occupying the same space. And this can amplify or distort or suppress the expression of the planet. And with that, you can get caught in patterns of behaviour or situations that repeat until you learn how to handle all these conflicting energies. The new moon conjunction of Pisces, Sun, Moon and Jupiter has none of those sharp edges. These guys are really happy to merge with each other and create some magic, beauty and hope over the first part of March. It's romantic feel-good stuff, and any benevolence, humour or generosity you show comes back in spades. Uranus, with a blue line, is tuned in the best possible way, like pulsing vibes and waves, instead of the shattering realisation characteristic of Uranus. Trust your instinct. The energies are singing like a siren, calling you to inspiration, a freaky twist of fate, a heightened experience. It's a perfect time to be out in nature because a sense of spiritual connectedness is enhanced and boundaries tend to dissolve with this moon. However, the same is said for alcohol and trippy drugs, where an unplanned indulgence might take you further out than you intended. Be warned, if your hunch says no, listen to it. Pisces, you have the golden ticket, especially those born at the start of March. And this birthday has a sense of release and joy, as if a pressure is off and you're shining bright again. Virgo, you're over here. And you can see plans falling into place, good news, and a real lift in your spirits. You're lit in the romance zone. So if you've been working too hard and having no fun, this is the month to make up for lost time. Virgos born between the 4th and the 8th of September are fully in the love vibe. And by that, I mean self-love, self-care, inner beauty that makes you irresistible. Sag and Gemini will need to make some adjustments or compromise to reach a goal or make a dream come through. And you're more prone to see distracting shiny lights at the moment. If you miss out on something now, consider it's in your best interest. Step back and wish everyone well. You can't see it yet, but next month might be just better timing all round. Venus, Mars, Pluto and Vesta are bunched up at the end of Capricorn. Venus and Mars can blur boundaries when they're together, and that can soften the urge to fight or compete, adjusting to a rebalanced position. They take the mask off and surrender to vulnerability, expose a secret desire. For some, this might mean questioning, debating and affirming your sexual identity. For others, it's about finding balance between doing and being. There's an element of investigation, karma and justice. Vesta highlights issues of consent. No means no. But with Pluto, she also explores how some of the things slip through the gate, the undercurrents of self-sabotage. They've teamed up now with a common good to weed out any bullshit and dig into the essence of your personal power. Love, trust, gratitude, integrity, honour. It's quite a combo aimed at detoxing relationships, stripping back what you want, what you don't want, and what you need. This planetary purge bubble is working on a higher level as a release valve to set your direction more in line with your soul path. Blue lines. And in this clean out, it might mean letting go gladly. Don't hold tight to what you've outgrown. The new moon with Jupiter can soften the landing if you get honest with yourself now. Capricorn, Cancer, Libra and Aries have been searching for a sense of purpose. And now you're at a culmination or a fork in the road that's urging you into an unknown future. It's natural to look for an easy fix or for a perfect solution, but that's not really the aim here. Your service to others is what really gives you satisfaction, and now you can get to let go of any ego attachments that martyred you into a one-sided role. In our moon chart, it looks like there's no oppositions, but there is one between Chiron in Aries and dwarf planet Makemake in Libra. This is an invitation to see the funny side, to be forgiving of flaws, and to chalk up any goofy misadventures to a learning experience. The universe always has the last laugh, so there's no point getting stuck in your best laid plans and unique standard of perfection. The opposition between Chiron and Makemake is creating a new form that integrates all your kooky talents into a useful tool and gets you to enjoy the ride rather than focusing on the outcome. Finally, Saturn, Juno and Mercury have joined up in Aquarius. And like the other bubbles in this moon phase, they're comfortable in each other's orbs, finding common ground with contracts, agreements, commitment and committed partnerships. They're seeking equality and right relationships, being truthful in communication and clear in their expectations. They have some minor tension with Uranus, but as I said earlier, they're grouping in a position to resolve conflict and not be surprised by surprises. They're moving on. The Saturn-Juno-Mercury pod is down to business, and Aquarians, especially those born early Feb, will be planning, detailing, listing, committing and revising. Leo, Taurus and Scorp are also on a mission, potentially signing property deals or moving house, starting new positions or study, negotiating responsibilities or getting official info and documents. Mercury rules sibling relationships, so that might also be in the picture in March. Back to the chart. Our locomotion planet pattern, with Ceres at the engine, is showing the track is set. What if all the fluffy Jupiter Pisces Moon stuff has made us blindly oblivious, only seeing Ceres in a narrow one-sided term as an endless provider of Earth's resources? The train has left the station, and with Ceres at the lead and the Pluto purge bubble at the tail, the journey could transform into a reciprocal and protective relationship with the Earth and each other. A paradigm shift, elevating the qualities of nourishment and nurturing equal to that of power and control. It's pretty cool. I'm Merryl, and this is my mystery school. Support my channel with a like, follow, share or subscribe. And if you'd like to learn tarot, I've got a fab 9-part course that you can do at your own pace that covers everything you need to get you confident about reading cards and your interpretation. See the details at merrylkey.com/courses. Or see more of my mystery school stuff on my YouTube channel. Blessed be.